the United States, there is a tunnel that still appears on government maps. It was never destroyed. It was never officially declared unsafe. But in 1978, the government sealed one side of it overnight. No press conference, no engineering report, no public explanation. And to this day, if you ask locals why, they'll tell you the same thing. Because something inside didn't stop moving. Deep inside the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia, miles away from highways, tourist towns, and cell phone towers, there is an abandoned railway tunnel locals once called Claymore Tunnel. It cuts straight through the mountain like a wound that never healed. Built in 1911, the tunnel was originally designed to move coal, military equipment, and industrial machinery through terrain too rough for roads. Back then, it was considered a miracle of engineering, nearly 1.4 miles long, reinforced with stone, steel, and timber. For decades, trains passed through it without incident, until one year when something subtle began to change. Railway operators noticed the first issue in early 1978. Train logs showed inconsistencies. Trains entering Claymore Tunnel would exit slightly earlier than expected, sometimes by seconds, sometimes by a full minute. At first, it was blamed on clock desynchronization, then faulty signal systems, then human error. But the pattern didn't stop. Eventually, engineers noticed something impossible. A train entered the tunnel at 2:17 p.m. and exited at 2:16 p.m. It happened more than once. And then, one train never exited at all. On October 14, 1978, a freight train carrying industrial generators entered Claymore Tunnel during light rain. 2 operators were on board: Michael Rowe, age 42, Daniel Foster, age 38, both experienced, both with clean records. The train entered from the western side at 8:09 p.m. The signal light turned red, and it stayed red. Control attempted radio contact. No response. After 30 minutes, emergency crews were dispatched. They found something deeply unsettling. The tunnel entrance was intact. The tracks were intact. The lights inside the tunnel were still on. But the train itself was gone. No wreckage, no derailment, no exit damage, just empty rails disappearing into darkness. Michael Rowe and Daniel Foster were officially listed as missing. Their bodies were never recovered. People living near Claymore Tunnel were not surprised. Hunters had complained for years that the tunnel echoed incorrectly. Sounds didn't bounce back the way they should. Teenagers who entered for dares claimed the tunnel felt longer on the way out than on the way in. One resident, Henry Collins, told a local paper, "That tunnel don't behave like a hole. It behaves like a hallway someone forgot to finish." After the disappearance, locals expected a federal investigation. They got one, but not the kind they expected. 3 nights after the train vanished, residents woke up to noise. not construction noise, movement noise, heavy vehicles, chains dragging, metal clanking. By midnight, the road leading to the eastern entrance of the tunnel was blocked by unmarked trucks. No police lights, no insignia. By sunrise, the eastern entrance of Claymore Tunnel was sealed with reinforced concrete. No warning signs, no explanation. The western entrance remained open. Dark, silent, the Department of Transportation released a single statement. Claymore Tunnel has been permanently closed due to structural instability. No reports were released. No images shared. No engineering data provided. FOIA requests were denied. Reason given: national infrastructure security, a phrase never before used for a civilian coal tunnel. Despite the concrete seal, people still reported hearing sounds. At night, from inside the mountain, footsteps, slow, uneven, always moving toward the sealed wall. One forest ranger reported hearing 3 knocks on the concrete barrier. Pause. 3 knocks again. He was reassigned within a week. In 2003, 4 urban explorers entered Claymore Tunnel through the western side. Cameras running. They planned to go only a few hundred feet inside. At exactly 11 minutes and 42 seconds into their footage, the tunnel lights began to flicker, not from power failure, but from darkness itself. Their audio captured something disturbing. Footsteps, not matching their pace. One voice whispered, "Stop walking." They stopped. The footsteps didn't. The footage ends abruptly. The group was detained for trespassing on restricted federal property. Their footage was confiscated. Claymore Tunnel was added to a restricted zone quietly. In 2021, internal infrastructure documents leaked online. One line stood out: Claymore Tunnel exhibits nonlinear spatial behavior. No clarification. No follow-up. Experts speculated means space inside the tunnel behaves inconsistently. Distance, time, and movement don't align, but no official explanation exists. Appalachian folklore speaks of places where work stopped suddenly, places where movement was interrupted. One saying goes, if men go in working, they come out walking, even if their bodies don't. Locals believe the tunnel didn't trap people, it trapped motion. Even today, hikers report strange experiences near the western entrance. Phones lose signal instantly. Footsteps echo behind them. Distances feel wrong. One hiker reported walking for 5 minutes and emerging an hour later. No explanation. The western entrance remains unsealed, unmarked, open, no fences, no signs, and sometimes at night, locals say they hear something inside the mountain. Not screaming, not crying, just footsteps, still moving, still trying to reach the other side.
Go.